Alrighty, how we doing, everyone? Happy Thursday. I am live a day late, as I mentioned. I've been traveling. Glad to be back. Glad to be wrapping up this series. I've enjoyed it a lot. Maybe I'm not that glad to be wrapping it up, but I'm excited to take on the Elite Four and hopefully win. How's it going? Hello, Juwan. Hello, Marina. Got our stream regulars. Thank you for joining. We'll get started in a few minutes. There's literally nothing we need to do. I could go in to the Elite Four now. But I'll give people some time to hop in. We'll put the music on because want to hear that beautiful, beautiful Pokemon music. There we go. Yeah, so this is the final team, as you can see on the bottom screen as well. So let's just review what's going on. We got Emo, team captain, holding a Quick Claw to hopefully, avoid some spots where he may get hit by a super effective move. But yeah, he is the longest tenured team member, been there since episode 1. Very glad he's finishing the run with us. He should have some big moments. Obviously, a sacrificial Brave Bird is an option, but he's going to hit hard with close combat and fly. Maybe some double team can help out. Sir Fernando, Aerial Ace that I may swap out for a Rock Slide, to be honest. I was weighing the pros and cons of that. This one is weaker, but cannot miss, whereas Rock Slide is 4 times effective against a lot of Aaron's Pokemon, first of all. Lower accuracy, but is more powerful, so we'll see. I might swap that out, but otherwise, Fernando's all set. Close combat, Earthquake, Flare Blitz. Going to be very crucial in the what battle? Whatever the Flint, in the Flint battle, but otherwise maybe not a lot of action. Holding a King's Rock, try to get a good flinch off, we'll see. Black Glasses for Dakota purely in service of Dark Pulse, which may help against Lucian if something goes wrong with or Porygon Z that we'll get to in a minute. Obviously Close Combat, an Aura Sphere, and Swords Dance. Not the... Actually, yeah, lowest defense on the team. But hopefully we can, find a good spot to let him set up. Have some stamina and set up a Swords Dance if we need to. If we want to go for a pivotal close combat. We'll see. Yeah. And then we got Prizorix Newcomer, very excited to use them. I guess Prizorix is not of a gender. Signal Beam, Nasty Plot, Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt. You already know how it goes. We're going to use Nasty Plot, set up like crazy. This is going to be fun. I'm excited. Huge, huge advantage against Lucian and Cynthia's Spiritomb, and a lot of gross moments here that I think we can overcome with Prizorix here. Should be pretty cool. Holding a Choice Specs, which I think boosts the power of all special moves, so it's going to help out even further. We can get some wicked strong... oh man, and his special attack is already so good. It's going to be great. And then another newcomer, Esna, holding Wise Glasses. I think maybe that's the one that boosts special attack. Anyway, maybe our final defense against Cynthia's Garchomp with an Ice Beam. Yeah, other than that, Attract could actually be very good because Esna is a male, so this could work on a lot of Cynthia's Pokemon, which are female, by and large. As well as Bertha's team, mostly female, so that works out really well. And it is bulky enough that I can trust setting up with a nice little Attract. And Rain Dance, too. Rain Dance will be really cool. We'll definitely do that at the start of the battle against Bertha. Maybe go for a sweep there. Who knows? Elsa, our setup queen. Another newcomer, Protect, Hail, and Spikes. That will be good in certain spots. Obviously, Prizorix is probably my best bet against Cynthia's Spiritomb, but maybe we start the battle with Elsa just to get the spikes off would be really nice. And I think we can stack spikes, right? So I really feel like we should be thoughtful about taking advantage of that. That's really why she's here. It's not like she's going to hit all too hard. Her only option for that is brine, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's okay. So let's do this. I'm really excited. Hello, Tint, as well. How you doing? But yes, Joanne, I think I did give you the King's Rock. I forgot. Who is your partner for the challenge? I did pairings this morning. I don't remember anything specific. It was kind of a blur because one, it was completely randomized. So I just I don't remember who got what, but it's all on the sheet. I'm really excited to see what you come up with. I know both Tint and Joanne are here and they're participating in the art challenge. That's really cool. Hello, Pikmin fan. How you doing? Well, thank you for joining. Welcome in. We got a nice little crowd now. I think it's time we just go in and do this. I'm super excited. And I'm sorry, Tint, that sounds like your sibling's puppy chewed up your charger. Okay. I am sorry about that. Dogs can be annoying. Alright, let's just do this. I'm so nervous about this. I want to get this over with. I've never beat a challenge run in Sinnoh, and it's come down to the Elite Four a few times, and I've lost. So let's see if we can do this. And also, a lot of pressure is. I don't want to psych myself out, but not to brag. This is my 4th challenge run here on the channel since we started streaming about this time last year, and we've gone 3 for 3, folks. We beat what was it? Yeah, we beat X and Y. We beat Oras, and we beat Sun. That one was down to the wire. So let's see if we can go 4 for 4 and beat Sinnoh as well. And yeah, like I mentioned in the ping on Discord, I have a very special announcement for the end of stream, as I always do on the series finale. No matter how it ends, whether we win or lose, in about an hour's time, I will be announcing our next challenge run. Very exciting. I have the graphic teed up. I'm excited for you to see it, and we could chat about what we're going to be doing starting next week. But for now, let's enjoy this run. And again, as I always do, I get a little sentimental at the end of these. So thank you all for joining me. No matter how this goes, in about 30 minutes time, we'll see where we're at. But thank you for joining me. This has been the longest run, I think, in terms of episodes and time spent. It's been a busy few month and a half for me, really, just with being able to stream less regularly. So I appreciate your patience on off weeks. Yeah, thank you for just being here. It's just such a pleasure to stream. I love it. It wouldn't be the same without all of y'all. So yeah, thanks, Pikmin, for the good luck. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Oh, and Juwan, I did not say anything about why I gave you the King's Rock, because there is no reason. It was completely randomized. Literally every single pairing, all 28 of them, are completely at random. I used a random number generator and just decided on an item. I rolled that, and then I rolled 2 people for that item, and then just eliminated on the list. And I think it worked out pretty well. I had to make a few corrections and just re-roll, so it was still random, in cases where I didn't want to pair 2 people with similar concepts, or if, say, I rolled a Firestone and then I rolled someone who submitted a fire type. I didn't want to do that as well. I tried to make the picks unconventional, but ultimately it was completely random. All right, so let's do this. I think we have what we need. Let's do this. All right, we are qualified to go in here. Oh, fight against Aaron. Shouldn't be that hard. I think I'm just going to go ahead and learn Rock Slide, too. I think it'll be a lot more advantageous against Aaron here. That way we don't have to waste our PP or hurt ourselves using Flare Blitz. but we can hopefully take care of those, I think it's 2 or 3 bug flying types. So this will deal quad damage. I'm a little worried about it missing, but the thing is Aaron can't hit us that hard, so I think it'll be okay. So yeah, let's just do it. Oh, all right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, between the art challenge, you make a good point, Joanne. Between the random pairings in the art challenge and this run, which has been a randomizer, obviously, a lot of randomness. That's kind of the theme of the day. I'm excited for the next run. It'll be a little more of a conventional experience in certain ways. Excited for you to reveal it to all of you. All right. Not that worried about this battle, but I got complacent in the sun run. For those of you that were here, I know for sure you were here, Marina, and it got ugly real quick. I think we lost 2 Pokemon against the first Elite Four member that we fought, and I was panicking super hard because then we were at, like, you know, we had only 2/3 of a team for like 4 more fights. So I'm not going to get complacent here. Let's just take care of this effectively. Were you there, Joanne? I'm not sure. I just specifically remember Marina in chat for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure you were there, Joanne. Yeah. Do you remember my my Slowpoke named Kevin that just destroyed... Oh, wow. He's doing his ace already. Yeah. I had a Slowpoke named Kevin who abused amnesia and just basically soloed the Kukui fight. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the VOD in the Sun Nuzlocke playlist, because to date, that is my coolest ever challenge run experience. That was kind of a miracle run. But hopefully things don't get that dramatic today. I really hope they don't. Hopefully we can one-shot Aaron's entire team here. I was going to make Kevin shirts. Thanks for calling me out on that. I never got around to it. Not out of lack of willpower. It's just because I couldn't come up with, oh shoot, a satisfactory design. I played around with a few things. We'll see. I'm gonna be, just so you guys know, for my FAQmon region that I keep harping about, I will be doing a major rebrand to my store, both because I have a lot of new pieces that will correspond to the FAQmon region, designs that like certain characters wear, a lot of cool stuff that you'll see. I'm really excited for that. Oh, this would have been a really great use of Aerial Ace, but I guess we can switch to Emo, get the Intimidate off. But once I do that, yeah, once I do that, I may throw in a Kevin design there. Also, I'm going to be honest, guys. Not that... I don't get that many sales on it, so I don't think that many people are interested to begin with. But don't buy stuff on my current merch store. I just haven't disconnected it from YouTube yet. But I have a few pieces that I bought or got like test copies of. And what the shipping and the quality is like... The hat is fine, actually, but the shirt is like borderline unacceptable. It's like the default t-shirt, and it's just horrible. So don't waste your money on that. I'm going to be switching providers away from Spring into something else. Because, yeah, the quality is just really bad. And hello, Ravenblack, otherwise known as Brownie. How you doing? Yeah, I remember, Joanne, you did name a lot of Pokemon in that Sun Run. That was cool. The first time I introduced you guys nicknaming, it's kind of a staple now. Definitely want to keep going with that. We'll be doing that for the next run for sure. Uh-oh. Hopefully this doesn't hurt too bad. But Yeah, I remember, Joanne, you named the starter, which immediately died. Wharfside, the, whatever that thing. That was a Poplio. I was really sad I never got to use it. That was horrible. If I really hope this doesn't crit. Whew. All right. An example of complacency. I actually think I'd like to switch. Just to be uber safe. I think this is it. Oh, he has a Sizor too. So we want to actually keep Fernando fresh for that. So... I don't even know. I don't think it matters that much. Yeah. How you doing, Brownie? Got out of work. Nice. Very cool. I think I kind of want to just save PP. This thing has pressure. It's fine. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry you're not able to join. You said you have a class coming up at this time, which I guess is a good thing. Yeah, best of luck with that. I think, barring something horrible happening here, it should be good. We can outspeed. If this is not a one-shot, I will be shocked. Yep, alright, there's... Woo! There goes Aaron. Yeah, that recoil is nasty. We really have to plan for that. The use cases of Flare Blitz are pretty limited. Alright, so one Elite Four down. Alright, before we do anything, let's heal and assess a good strategy. Alright. Yeah, Juwan, we will definitely miss you for not able to join future streams, but that's okay. As you know, I stream on weekends, so we'll see you here and there. Definitely. Yeah, not a regular thing. I don't like to commit to that, just because the weekends are always so variable for me, but I do like streaming on a weekend morning. It's a good time for other people to join, especially in like later time zones, it seems like. And I guess for you specifically in Australia, that's actually a horrible time. It seems like every time I stream, in morning here in America, it's like the middle of the night in Asia and in the Pacific. All right, so let's battle Bertha. Okay, so she leads with Whiscash. With Earth Power, Aqua Tail, Zen Headbutt, and Sandstorm. So we kind of want to dispatch that thing so it cannot set up. I mean, it's probably going to use the Sandstorm, but how can I best set up here? Maybe I do Elsa and do a Spikes moment. Your defenses are just so... Well, your special defense sucks, and this thing has Earth Power, so I actually don't know about that. Esna has good defenses all around. So why don't we just kind of go for an Esna sweep here? Can't really think of a better approach. I really hope we don't miss with Hydro Pump. That's the only way, because we don't have a grass move. I'm not going to learn a grass move just to take out Whiscash. That's kind of unreasonable. It's like, I guess we could, right? But why would I? Am I ever going to use it for anything else? Let's see, we're not going to use Rock Slide against Bertha, but we may use it against Flint. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I think we just brute force this Whiscash. Unfortunately, we don't have a grass move, and that's its only weakness. Because water resists ice, right? So yeah, I feel like that is just our best bet. Although your defense is actually pretty good, Emo. Why do I kind of want to lead off with Emo? Because it's immune to Earth Power. Emo is pretty good defense. So I'm going to do that. We'll keep Elsa fresh. I'm not that worried about Whiscash. Things I say before disaster, but let's see. Middle of the day for you right now. You're going to prepare luncheon for the final stream. Alright, well, hope you have a good meal. Get some good lunch. Brownie purchased some compression gloves, yeah? That's interesting. I don't like the defense drop with close combat. I prefer the stab with fly here. Let's do that. Alright, Sandstorm is super annoying. Ooh. So that did a good bit. Yeah, wow, that does nothing. It's actually crazy. I always forget that Staraptor is sneakily super bulky physically. Alright, full restore here is fine. I'd rather here than against her stronger Pokemon. Worried about that Gliscor. The coverage is crazy good. But I think we can one-shot it. If we outspeed it, that is. I mean, I don't think Thunderfang is actually that big of a concern. Oof. Yeah, I'm going to be safe and heal here. Golem. Her ace already. Great. I guess her ace in this game is Rhyperior. Same strat, though. And the strat is blasted with the Hydro Pump, because it is quad weak to water. So let's see how that goes. All of her Pokemon have an electric move to kind of counter what I'm doing here. Although if this one doesn't, this one does. Damn it, they all do. Actually, Rhyperior doesn't. Because I would have liked to use a Rain Dance, but I don't want to get hit with multiple Thunder Punches. I'm just going to do Hydro Pump, because I'm sure this will one-shot. I don't really know why we're carrying Rain Dance. I don't see a lot of times where I'm going to be using that, but... Beautiful. Gliscor, we're going to keep you in. Use, this one I am worried about, because it has Thunder Fang. But I think Ice Beam should... Wow! It really thinks it's going to do more with Earthquake than Thunder Fang? That's interesting. We'll be back in like 30 minutes. Alright, Brownie. Well, hopefully by that time we'll be at Cynthia. Things are going smoothly so far. Hippowdon. This is another case where we want to just send it with Esna. This thing is Stone Edge, so unfortunately that rules out Elsa. Now here's a time where maybe I should have used Rain Dance, but the only thing I'm worried about is this thing going nuts with Rock Wrecker and it hurting me, to be honest. I don't even know. I think we can just send it. We're going to outspeed it. Nice. I don't see a world where we don't kill it. Woo! Alright, look at that. 2 Elite 4 members down. On to Flint. Well, that was great. Let's heal up. I don't think we need to heal PP quite yet. But let's assess a strategy here, huh? In many ways, I feel like we just go for a sweep. Hydro Pump and Rain Dance. That is. So maybe we do heal some PP. Although, actually, setting up spikes would be kind of cool. And Houndoom is all, all special. And your special defense is cheeks. So, we're not going to do that. We're mostly going to be getting hit with, special moves here, which is really nice. Well, actually, Rapidash and Infernape. Ooh, I'm kind of worried about those two Pokemon. Hey. What do we do? Do we lead with Esna and just set up a Rain Dance and kind of coast on that? Because we have some recourse with Earthquake if Esna ever kind of gets too low. Where would I do that? Would I do that against... I think I would do that against Magmortar. I think I might save Fernando for Magmortar. So that way Esna, Esna doesn't get thunderbolted to death. So let's lead off with Esna, get as far as we can get with Rain Dance. And then we have a few other options. Alright, time for Flint. Whew! If only this was Diamond and Pearl and he had a Lopunny and a Driftblim. All of his Pokemon are male, so Attract is useless here. So it's really Rain Dance, Hydro Pump. What? Okay, that was a crit. Hello, Potato Slices. How you doing? Welcome back. Yes, Dakota is on the team. Yeah, unfortunately, Dakota may see the least action out of anyone in this late four, but I have some uses in mind. All right, please switch to Flareon because Infernape already. Shit. Okay, so this is where I actually have to kind of think about stuff. Actually, you know, it has Thunder Punch, but I think Emo can take it. I think I'd like to just go with Emo. Maybe that Rain Dance was a mistake. Cutting Attack, that's actually super worth. I don't think I want to do... Maybe I do want to do Brave Bird. Oh, actually, I think I can predict that it's going to use Thunder Punch now. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, welcome back, Dakota. Not Dakota. Potato. I appreciate you coming back. Hope you've been doing well. Alright, Crisis averted there. And let's take advantage of this Rain Dance, yeah? Magmortar. Although, maybe we don't, because I don't want Esna or Emo to be getting hit with a Thunderbolt here. So I think the one and only Pokemon that can really take on this Magmortar is Fernando with Earthquake. And we just pray that this does more than half. I'm sure it will. Dakota knows Aura Sphere. Ooh, so close. He's probably going to heal here too, isn't he? Nope. He goes for Thunderbolt. Let's see how much this does. If it does more than half, I'm going to be worried. Not quite. I think this... Yeah, this is fine. But yeah, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Close Combat, and Sword Stance. So... yeah, I don't have a specific use case in mind for him beyond spamming Dark Pulse against Lucian. Rapidash. Elsa? What about Elsa? Oh, well, Elsa... okay. I think she knows... if you're asking about movesets... yeah, she's basically kind of there as a setup Pokemon. Hopefully we can use her... I was debating whether to lead off the Cynthia battle with her. With, we got Spikes, Protect... one more, or two more moves that I don't know right now. I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, definitely there just as a setup option. Definitely not there to hit hard. I only had one chance to teach a Pokemon Ice Beam, TM-wise, and I chose to give that TM to Esna. Just felt like a better fit against like Cynthia's Garchomp or something like that. So unfortunately, Elsa doesn't have a lot of impressive moves. Alright, let's really hope that nothing goes wrong here. I'm really worried about it using bounce, actually. And if it does, we have to think about who to switch to. Actually, let's heal. If it uses bounce, then great. But if it uses solar beam, then we know to get out of there. And then we can bait it with someone else, like Emo. I doubt it's just going to go for like a Flare Blitz. Oh, wow. It did. So it's going to hurt itself a little bit. And Flint can still heal, so that's something to keep in mind. Oh, shoot. Although your defense goes up. Because you have Marvel Scale as an ability. Oh, I'm worried about... I'm actually not that worried. I think I'm overthinking it. And I can just... kill it with... Yeah, I was overthinking it. We could have just did a Hydro Pump all along, and that's okay. We just beat Flint. Although it has Flareon, so... yeah, we beat Flint. I'm not worried about Flareon. I think for this one, I'd like to just keep everyone safe. Let's take it out with Emo. That's not going to do all that much, is it? Oh! Oh! Whew. This is just like a Final Gambit Pokemon. It's Giga Impact and Overheat. It's just willing to go all out to try to kill me. Jeez. Alright, battle debut of Prezorix. Welcome to the team. I really thought Emo was toast there. That was scary. Jeez, how much is Overheat's power? 130, okay, I mean... Do it again. Yeah, your special attack is just fine. It's weaker every time. Great. Alright, so now we beat Flint. That was a little scarier than I thought it was going to be. On to Lucian, who I am very worried about. I will be ecstatic if we come out of that battle without losing someone. But to be honest, Lucian can be very challenging. Bronzong and Gallade especially. I seriously feel like I don't even have an answer to Gallade. So yeah. I mean, Cynthia is just in a league of her own, but I would say I'm just as worried about the Lucian battle here. To be honest. Let's do an audit of PP. I think we're actually good. We're gonna save those. I gotta heal that burn. But yeah, let's see. Where's everyone at? Ice Beam and Hydro Pump. Gonna need some attention later. Yeah, I think we're all good. Alright, let's do this. Whew. Who do I lead off with against? I mean, it's going to set up. It has Reflect and Light Screen. So maybe we just do the same. Should we try to go for a Nasty Plot Suite? I mean, I feel like that is just kind of our best option here. Nasty Plot, Signal Beam. Yeah, I don't really see a better option than that. Because Mr. Mime has Thunderbolt, so I don't want to have Elsa in and do that. So it sucks. I haven't been able to use Elsa yet for spikes. But let's not forget, we have Dakota, who, on account of being part Steel type, is actually neutral against Psychic types rather than being weak to them, and has Dark Pulse. But it's just like I feel like Prozorix with Choice Specs and Nasty Plot Signal Beam is a much more attractive choice. So let's see this. Yeah, I have to say Lucian is probably one of the toughest Elite Four members out there. But yeah, all good, Juan. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good meal. What time is it there? I assume it's like a lunch thing. This gets derailed if it hits us hard with Psychic or something like that. But I'm assuming it's going to want to, yeah, set up as well. So, if anything, we're just like, I mean, yeah, setting up defense for nothing because we're not going to hit it with any physical moves. So I'm more than fine with that. It basically just wasted a turn. I hope it uses that again, or Light Screen now. Okay, there we go. So, all good. I'm even just going to go for it again. We've basically... Please don't hit me that hard. Oh! And then my special defense fell. That kind of ruins my entire plan. Damn it. I hope it does like Thunderbolt or something. Wow, that really sucks. I was being too greedy with using it 3 times. I should have just hit it with Signal Beam there and killed it. Because I don't want to... I feel like I just wasted my Nasty Plots because I'm going to have to switch out Prozorix. Yeah, there's no way I can keep in Prozorix. That's so disappointing. That one's on me. That really sucks, because now I don't know... That actually derails the whole battle. I'm trying not to doom here, but like... That's really bad. Because that throws me off of everything. I don't know what to do now. Shit. I mean... Maybe we send in Esna. I mean, I feel like Esna can take a Thunderbolt. His special defense is so high. That really feels like my only option here. Oh god. If only I used Signal Beam on after the second Nasty Plot. That was really my bad. What a waste. At least Reflect wore off. Yeah, I can't use Attract. All of his Pokemon are male. This really sucks. I guess we'll just try to get this thing out of here. Oh my god, and then I one-shot it, so it's like... Light screen wore off too. Okay, so we're kind of back to square one. Alakazam. Ooh, and that thing is Focus Blast, so I don't want to use Prozorix. It has Energy Ball, so I don't want to use Esna. Oh. Well, maybe we use Emo. Or actually, no, because of Focus Blast, I don't want to use Dakota. Dakota, Prozorix, and Elsa are weak to fighting. Maybe Emo is my best bet. I mean, Intimidate doesn't do anything here. Obviously, Fernando is a no-go, so it's really Esna or Emo. Maybe I keep an Esna and just kind of tank everything. I don't think Energy Ball is going to hurt me that bad. Hey, maybe it will. Can lower my special defense, then I'm cooked. How's your special defense, Emo? Really bad. Shoot. So we basically have to keep an Esna and pray that Energy Ball doesn't hurt us. We're in a really bad spot, y'all. I almost wish I rain danced. Uh-oh. Yeah, if this does a lot, we're screwed. That did fine, but it lowered my defense, so that's not good. Maybe we can predict another Energy Ball and send in Prozorix. We need Esna to live. Esna is kind of like one where it's like, I hate to say it, but it's like, I feel like the run is over if she dies, because I'm so very worried about Cynthia, and Esna has Ice Beam. What do we do here? Did we predict another? I think it's going to go for another Energy Ball. And how's your special defense, Dakota? I mean, no one's as good as Esna, but Esna's was already dropped. So, that's the problem. Emo's is just pitiful. Almost as bad as Elsa's, so... Oh man, this really sucks. This is a really bad spot. There's no value to Emo beyond just pivoting for health, because obviously lowering its attack. Kind of want to actually save Emo for Gallade. Just go for a Brave Bird there. Shoot. Oy. You know, I think we just go for it. Wait. This is actually incredibly important. I cannot remember who's faster in this interaction. Can someone please tell me? Do any of you know? Because that's really important. Because if we outspeed, I'm going for Hydro Pump here. If we don't, I don't want to risk that. Because our defense, special defense was dropped. I feel like one Energy Ball, especially a crit, would kill Esna. So, if you know, please let me know right now. God, I mean, that thing is actually probably faster than us, isn't it? I'm going to assume it's faster than us. If anything, I want to swap out Esna just to, like, reset my special defense. A Psychic on Sir Fernando would be awful. So... And I'm not risking... It's the thing. I wish Prozorix was fresher because we can't switch to Prozorix. And I don't think we can get away with switching to Emo and healing Prozorix, and then Emo would have to take 2 hits in that case, and I don't know if that's possible. But conversely, Dakota doesn't actually have the worst special defense in the world. We're just risking the Focus Blast. That's really it. Dark Pulse would kill this thing. So I'm going to go crazy. I mean, we brought Dakota for this purpose, and I'm not saying I'm like preferring any of my Pokemon to die over any others, but it's more like, from a utilitarian perspective, Dakota sacrificing himself here is better for us in the long run than... Shoot. I feel like I just wasted another turn there. Yeah, we kind of did. But it's like we brought Dakota to use Dark Pulse. Yeah, well, useless attack drop. All of its moves are special. Let's see how this does. If it does a lot, we really are screwed. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing is just killing us. I really don't know what to do. I mean, I actually feel like with Emo we can outspeed. So I think we just really seriously have to hope that Emo can kill this thing. Well, 1, outspeed, and then 2, kill this thing. So let's see. Brave Bird or Fly. I'm certain we're going to outspeed this thing. If we don't, I will be very pissed. We didn't know! No! What? How is this thing so fast? No! Oh. No, not Emo. That's... No. What a useless death, too. I mean, I've miscalculated this whole battle. I mean, Fernando, can you outspeed? No one else can outspeed. Oh, thanks, Marina. And I know you nicknamed this one, too. I feel like the only Pokemon that have a reasonable chance of outspeeding are Dakota and Fernando. But I like my odds with Dakota more. Nope. Nope. There goes Dakota. What a waste. I might have lost us this run by just misplaying this battle. And it literally all stems back to using Nasty Plot thrice instead of twice. So if Fernando dies here, Fernando can't outspeed, then there's really nothing we can do. Like, I'm actually shocked that Dakota... I'm shocked that both Dakota and... This thing is ludicrously fast. I feel like just from a stab perspective, too, I don't like the recoil from Flare Blitz is the thing. If this thing hits us first and we're hanging on, I'd rather... Yeah, it's going to outspeed, and I think this won't one-shot us. It does. This thing is a monster. It didn't even set up. These are its raw stats, and it wiped out half of our team. And it's going to outspeed all of our other team members. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, and Prozorix speed is lower than all 3 of the Pokemon that just died. So I literally don't see... I think we just send in Elsa sacrificially. She will die. But we have to do something. And we have to pivot in some way. So we're gonna set up a hail and unfortunately sacrifice Elsa. That is really... And then it's gonna outspeed us and actually probably one-shot Elsa here. I just don't... Yeah. Well, I think it's over, y'all. Yeah, this Focus Blast has to miss. That's what's up. And it's just bad luck, too. I mean, I ruined this. I will take full accountability for that by, again, using Nasty Plot 3 times instead of 2. I should have killed that Mr. Mime on the third turn instead of waiting for the fourth for some stupid reason. And but here now it's bad luck that Esna is a male because we can't use Attract. And that is kind of a problem. Yeah, hi Annie. Our entire team is just getting wiped out. We have 2 Pokemon left, and I think it's over, but we're trying to find a way to make it not over. What are we at now? 15 deaths? I think... Yeah, we were at 11. Alright, that would make it 15. Awesome. Alright, thanks for joining, Juan. I'm sorry you had to leave at this moment. But, I guess you're not gonna be missing all that much. We'll see how things go. But yeah, it's down to these 2. What can we possibly do? Like, we're literally just hoping that Focus Blast misses. Although, actually, we could salvage this, because your special defense was restored. This is going to hit hard and it's going to lower my special defense again. Isn't it? And it was... Okay, it was a crit. That's just so awesome. Well, it didn't... I mean, we can just hope it doesn't crit. We can heal. I don't really know. Alright, well... I guess we killed this thing, maybe, unless it crits us here. Bye, Alakazam. Killed four Pokemon. That was legitimately a massacre. That is actually crazy. And this Gallade, I have 0 answers for. This thing is Leaf Blade. And of course, Drain Punch, no good for Prozorix. And I'm trying to think, kind of in the long run, what is... What would be better here? Problem is, Prozorix can't do shit. So it's more like, would Drain Punch hurt Prozorix more than Leaf Blade would hurt Esna? Let's do the math on that. Drain Punch... 75 damage, physical move, and your defense sucks. I mean, it's fine. Then Esna also going to be taking physical moves. Leaf Blade, 90 damage. Damn, it really is that Leaf Blade. If it didn't have Leaf Blade, I'd think that we could at least find a way to kill Gallade, but I don't know here, y'all. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna outspeed us. We'll keep in Esna and hope we outspeed. And then, yeah, we're gonna one-shot it with the Hydro Pump. That's an ideal outcome. Nope. I'm sorry, Esna. Oy. Alright, Prozorix. Also not gonna outspeed. Let's hope it goes for Leaf Blade again. We don't have a psychic move on your flying. We don't have anything. I guess Signal Beam could help. That's gonna go for Leaf Blade. Great. And even then, it does so much That's great. I think now it knows to use focus, Drain Punch or something, though. Esna has 1 higher base speed. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I think Esna's speed, or a lot of my Pokemon, or a few of them, I mean, I'm coping here at this point, but I think we kind of got shafted against that Alakazam. I am genuinely shocked that the Alakazam outsped Staraptor, Infernape, and Lucario. I really find that hard to believe that that was the natural outcome. I really feel like at least one of those 3 Pokemon of mine had a lower base speed, or speed IV, because of that. Like, I genuinely cannot believe that one of them didn't outspeed there. So yeah, just really just bad luck. Is this the last move of the run? I don't know. We really have no other choice but seeing how Signal Beam does. Oh, Prozorix does outspeed this thing. Can you one-shot? Oh, it's not even super effective. And now it knows to use Drain Punch and regain that. Oh no. Yep. Well, I'll be a good sport about it. I'm devastated at the sheer number of losses that we've endured here. At least it didn't happen against Cynthia. Wow. That's the run. Alright, well, thank you for joining all. Obviously, we are not running that back. Unfortunately, this is the Platinum run. We did not beat it. We were cruising for a minute in the mid-game, but things really piled up. Sneakily brutal run, 17 deaths. And we couldn't get it done. Again, some bad luck, but yeah, also I misplayed that Lucian fight, and I'm sorry for that. Now I know I really should have had a little more faith in Prozorix, and yeah, gone for a more confident sweep. I don't know, I really feel like I should have. So I don't know, I think Annie, you weren't there for that at the start of that fight maybe, but I feel like what ruined the run for me was overthinking the Lucian fight, and my goal was to sweep in some sense, at least at least the Mr. Mime and Alakazam with Prozorix. So I set up a nasty plot, and I set up another nasty plot, and then I probably would have been fine there with either 1 or 2, but I got really greedy and I used 3 nasty plots in a row, and I let Mr. Mime whittle me down, and then we were just playing from behind the whole fight. Not good. But anyway, that we move on. We learn. This was a really fun run. I'm really proud that we got this far for a randomizer. It wasn't actually that hard for randomizer reasons. It was just hard because the Sinnoh Elite Four is hard. We got a really good team at the end there. This was a really fun experiment. I definitely want to do more randomizers. But yeah, don't go anywhere, y'all. At least for like 2 minutes. After I debrief this, we are going to wipe the slate clean and move on. I'm going to show a preview for my next run. But first, again, just want to say that I appreciate you joining for this randomizer. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll definitely be doing more of these. It's a good way to play older Pokemon games and make them really fun. I think the 3D games would be fun too, just for like the sheer variety of Pokemon in the later generations. Checking the speed tiers, Alakazam is just that fast, even at level 56. Okay, well, then I guess I don't really know what I could have done then. I mean, again, I think the issue is less being unable, but as we found out, Prozorix was the one and only member of our team. Literally the 1 out of 6 that did naturally outspeed Alakazam. Or did it? I don't know if it did, actually. No, because Prozorix fought against it outsped Gallade. I don't know. Maybe no one outsped Alakazam, and in that case, I don't really know what my recourse was. Nothing with my current team, certainly. I mean, that coverage on that thing was crazy. I don't know. But yeah, so basically what happened for Asa and Juan, who weren't here, is I messed up with the Lucian fight. Sorry to repeat this for other people, but I wanted to do a semi-sweep with Prozorix, and I used 3 nasty plots in a row that failed because Mr. Mime hit us pretty hard before we ever got a chance to hit it, because I wasted 3 turns on nasty plot when I really should have just used it once or twice and then moved on and killed it with Signal Beam. And then we were playing from behind that whole Lucian fight, and then no one died against Mr. Mime. I took it out, but everyone was severely weakened. Then we just literally had no answer for the Alakazam. The Alakazam had swept our entire team and killed 4 of our team members. Emo, Sir Fernando, Dakota, and Elsa. It outsped all of them. So just a brutal end, but again, it's a learning experience. It doesn't diminish how much fun I had on this run, even though our record is now 3-1. We won the X Fairy type Monolock. We won the Oras Wedlock, and we won the Sun Nuzlocke. So this is our first loss. Certainly not my first challenge run and loss, but first one here on the channel. And that's how it goes sometimes. We're experimenting with different rule sets and difficulties. And I didn't feel like this was the hardest one throughout the run. I felt it was like the easiest, but it really crept up at the end. And yeah, you know, there's no shame in that. You lose a challenge run sometimes. Yeah, I thank you all for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. I think now we can officially, unfortunately, move on. I'm not going to individually release all 6 of the team members, but, you know, they fought hard, and we will honor them by moving on to our next challenge run. So, it sounds like you're back too, Annie, so it's good. We have everyone here. Thank you, Marina. I hope you had fun too. And you're right, Raven Black, or Brownie. 75% success rate is pretty good. So, yeah, while everyone is here, let me briefly say what my next challenge run is. We are going to be moving on. Many of you know, friend of the channel, Creations, fellow creator, great guy. He has developed an enhanced version of Pokemon Heart Gold called OK version. You can go on his Discord. I highly recommend you do, and read the notes that are attached to the ROM file for the exact changes he made. But in short, we can finally play Heart Gold the way it honestly should be, with a more reasonable level curve, a more difficult gym battles, and of course more native Hoenn Pokemon, or not Hoenn, Johto Pokemon that we can use throughout the run. Like, why can't you use a Houndour or a Larvitar and Heart Gold and Soul Silver? It doesn't make sense. So we are going to be playing that version. I've genuinely not played Heart Gold, despite how much I love it, in over a decade. So this will be a very fun run. I'm really excited both to just kind of go down the nostalgia train of playing Heart Gold and the sensory feast that it is. The music is great. We're really going to soak it in. I'm going to not be speeding up at all. I'm going to leave the music on for all of us to enjoy, because it's just a really masterful game and I want to enjoy it. But at the same time, giving myself a difficulty, not only playing with the enhancements that my friend Creations has made, which I just detailed, but also I'm attaching Wedlock rules. So those of you know, a few months ago, our second run, this is now our 5th, but our second run here on the channel was a Omega Ruby Wedlock. So in short, the Wedlock rules are, yeah, this is going to be a Nuzlocke essentially, Brownie, meaning we are going to be playing with, you know, first encounter is the only one that we can use on a route, and permanent death, so there's consequences and stakes. But for those that don't know, a Wedlock is not a rule set that I've invented, but it is one popularized by the creator Maryland years ago, and it is a variant of the Nuzlocke where all the core rules are the same, but you also add on pairing up Pokemon in your party. Traditionally, people do it by gender, so you can only pair a male and a female Pokemon, and mechanically that does make it more restrictive. but certain people have instituted just kind of gender agnostic wedlocks. The point either way is, and we're probably going to do a gender agnostic one. We'll pair Pokemon any which way, but the point is once Pokemon are paired, and it's by order encounter, basically. So, yeah, let me actually pull up the rule set so I can read it in a more concise way that makes sense, rather than just me rambling. But basically, we start with our starter, right? And we walk onto Route 1, and we catch a Pokemon, and because it's the second in our party, it is permanently bonded to our starter. So it can only fight in tandem with the partner. So in a battle, if we're fighting in a battle with our starter Pokemon, and we get into a tough situation, unlike a normal run where you can switch to the other 5 members of your team, you can only switch to this one. So it makes things considerably harder. And then once you get into the box, once you have a full team of 6 and you catch them in that order, if a Pokemon dies, you got to replace it with something from the box. And then you can like manually create a new pair. Like we'll have a full box and we can decide, you know, who's the best partner for this now Lone Wolf 6 Pokemon. So you can, you know, there's strategy in it. We can optimize our pairs and make sure they're complementary to one another, but it's tough in the early game because it's like, say we get, you know, a Chikorita as our starter, and then our first encounter is a Bellsprout, which I don't know if that's possible, but say it is, then we have 2 grass types paired together, which is not great. So it's like, there's a lot of elements that are out of our control that we will have to adapt around. But yeah, no, we are not limiting it by gender, both because I just don't like doing that for like real life reasons. I would rather, you know, play gender agnostic because it's just more interesting that way. It's just, yeah, I'm not, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like what? I mean, I like in real life, it's like, I support couples of any gender orientation and dynamic. I mean, the point is, I'm not homophobic. So I've literally heard some people balk at doing a what they call a rainbow wedlock or a more gender agnostic one because of that. I mean, you know, there's homophobic people anywhere. That's not what we do here on the channel. So no, yeah, I mean, purely from a mechanical consideration, we're just going to be making things easier on ourselves by doing a rainbow version where, yes, we can use, you know, I guess, genderless, non-binary Pokemon like Magneton, but also we can pair a male and a male or a female and a female. We don't, because it makes things easier, again, because it's like if we have a lone wolf Pokemon in the party and we have the option to choose someone from the box, it sucks if it's like a female Pokemon in the party, then you can only pick from the males and say you only have one male in the box versus, you know, you double your options. So it's going to be great. Yeah, no, it's going to be real good. I'm excited for this run. It's going to be tough, and I hope we can beat it. It's going to be a bummer if we wipe early. And in fact, if we do wipe at any point, I will disclose this now. We are going to keep going just as a normal run, because I want to play this through and just enjoy it from a gameplay perspective. Yeah, friend of the channel again, O Creations made this. I will... Well, I'm not going to link his channel. You know how to find him. Look him up. Most of you know O Creations, but great creator, great guy. I want to really enjoy and experience this enhanced version of Heart Gold that he poured a lot of effort into, and it sounds really cool. So yeah, if say we wipe early, I mean, unless we wipe at the champion, because that's where the run ends, we're going to keep going and just play it like a vanilla run and just, you know, take it more casual. But to start out with, and hopefully we can beat it like this, again, we're playing it as a wedlock. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of fun. And most importantly, it will start a week from yesterday. So that is going to be my usual Wednesday streams. Back to that next week. Wednesday the 18th. I really hope to see you then. Stay tuned for... Well, there's not much more information beyond what I just told you. You know what's happening. Get excited. But I will be posting a new channel in the Discord for this run, so you can put fan art there. You can talk about the run. That's where I'll be posting VODs and stuff, just like I do for all my other runs. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to create that probably right when I end stream. Yeah, otherwise, I will see you Wednesday of next week. Again, the 18th. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry that we couldn't beat this run. But, you know, we go next, as the kids say. Let's run it back. Seriously, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Brownie, Annie, Doily, for joining at the end. Juwan, Pikmin fan, Marina, Potato, Tint, Pikmin. Thank you all. Oh, Asa too, of course. You've heard me yap enough tonight. I hope you have a great night and a great week. And yeah, I will see you on Wednesday. We'll start fresh. It's going to be fun. See you in Johto.